Ho 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 and jingle my bells if it's not Christmas Eve. Yay, only one day to go until the 25th of December. But this is Christmas Eve edition, a special Xmas edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news, whether or not it's Alliance Brawl failures and as well other stories that are applicable to Marvel Contest of Champions that some people know about and some people don't. This is the news for Monday. Our first story kicks us off with the Alliance Brawl issue. If you're not familiar with this, yesterday everyone is experiencing this issue with the way that points scaled and the way that you were able to gather points. Yeah, there was an issue, people weren't happy about this, and we haven't really got a clear answer from Kabam. It is very early on in the morning where they are, and at the point of me recording this video, I expect that later on today we'll hear some sort of announcement or kind of message about why this issue occurred and maybe something to kind of smooth over things, or maybe like a little apology. But either way, in the forums you can see there is a notice about this, so it will be dealt with. Our second story is more of an introduction and also something good for the community to then feedback information. First of all, welcome to the Kabam team, Kabam Kaylee. You also join other such members as Kabam Spice, Pork Chop and some sort of tree-based Kabam. So it's nice to see a real person's name as opposed to a spice or any other tree. Kabam Kaylee's first order of business is to focus on improving the experience with the forums. And lots of people are giving loads of different suggestions on how to improve the programs, the tools and aspects of the forum. So if you do have a suggestion, go to the link in the description and help out the process. One thing that I'd really like to see, which somebody's already mentioned, is an up and down voting button. So it's good to see those popular topics and those key discussion. For creating the news, it's really handy to then see that forum post that's really strongly talked about within the community and bring it to everybody's attention. And like I said, go to the link in the description, have your say and add something to this. Make it constructive as possible, please. Our next story, and let's talk about the Champion of Year 2018. This was voted on by the community, which I really like. Marvel Contest of Champions Trucos ran this on his page, and I strongly suggest you go to that page and make sure you're following, because some of the great content, and we do cover a lot of it on the channel, is on there. So like I said, follow and like the page, because it's a great source for the community. But who is the Champion of the Year 2018? Well, it's been shortlisted to the strongest, with the strongest being Corvus Glaive. And that's without a doubt, the main reason that champion is there. Excellent for Alliance Wars, excellent all-rounder, you cannot fault the champion, and it is obviously the #1 spot, followed up by Domino, Aegon. We've also then got Void, we've got Ghost and Emma Frost. So it was very difficult. There were some champions who were put up against one another, and you kind of go, oh, well, I felt that one personally for me could have edged it. And this is not about your favorite champion, though the competition was very fought. It was really difficult to see whether or not one champion was gonna reign supreme, but Corvus Glaive obviously is the contest's go-to choice. So summoners, you had your say. Corvus Glaive is your winner for 2018. And just thinking about it, if anybody wants to do a poll, like all the champions in the contest at the moment for like a big year thing, that would be quite cool to see whether or not Corvus Glaive would end up on top against champions like Stark Spidey, Blade. That'd be quite cool to see in the future. Next up, and let's talk about arena results. This video has been recorded early on in the day, so I can attend some family commitments in the evening. So we've got the results here. Ant-Man went for 1.6 to 1.7 mil. We've then got 70 mil as the earliest recording that I can find for Darkhawk, the 5-star. We've then got 12.5 for the 4-star featured Darkhawk. And finally for the 3-star version, 1.5 mil. If I was hazard a guess with any kind of second round, especially because it's going to be Christmas, either people are going to be chilled and relaxed and they'll play the game more, or they could be going, well, I'm not going to be playing the game quite much because I want to spend time with family over the Christmas period. I would largely say this will remain the same. Darkhawk is a very iffy one at 5-star, could be about 65 mil, could be 70 mil for that. I would probably say something between there like 68 mil, may be absolutely fine. Ant-Man, again, 1.6 to 1.7 mil, 1.7 mil will be safe. And as well, 13.5 for Darkhawk at the 4-star featured. Even though very early reports of a 12.5 mil for the 800 placement, I would probably say that 13 mil, 13.5 to be completely safe on that one. And finally with a 3-star, if you're going for him, then yeah, 1.5, 1.6 to be safe. Give it a go, have a crack, and hopefully you get those champions. Next up, and the word on everyone's lips is, are we going to get rank down tickets this year? Last year we did get them, not a huge amount, but enough to make us go, you know, okay, cool. You know, Kabam are listening to us. It felt that last year there was some stuff going on that maybe warranted it. Kabam's stance on this is that no, we are not going to get them this year. This obviously is met with a difference of opinions. Those that think that the game has changed with things like Mr. Dispersion and other elements to the year have really kind of affected certain champions being ranked up, and therefore their use is then null and void, no pun intended. But should we then get them? The other camp is like, no, we don't really need them. We shouldn't really get them. Your choice of you rank up is then your fault. So therefore, whatever happens, happens. It's very difficult to go, hey, everyone's going to be happy by this. And Kabam's stance, again, to reiterate, they are not going to give them out this year or at all. And this is when a point it would be quite handy to see a vote down or dislike button to stuff like this, because then you're able to get a real idea from the community whether or not these kind of responses here, the kind of laugh out loud stuff, is applicable to the people are not happy about this, but people have been vocal about this type of subject. So if you have an opinion on it, go to the link in the description and have your say. On to our next story, and something that I'm quite interested in. I don't know if you are as well, maybe it's just me or a select few that like the idea of finding out, well, what are the age ranges of people that play the game? And there's no element of being ageist. I'm the type of person that regardless of your age, if you play a game, you love Marvel characters, you're a good person, you've got a good heart to you, then you crack on with playing whatever game you like to play, whatever de-stresses you and makes you happy, that is the key. And it's kind of cool to find out how many of what type age group are actually playing the game. And I love the fact it is very diverse, except obviously for young teens. They don't seem to be playing the game, but anyone about 15 to then 40s plus are playing Marvel Contest of Champions. I love that. I love the idea of people coming together around Marvel characters and playing a game. Unfortunately, a lot of people are a bit kind of like touchy about this kind of stuff, which again, I find odd. Let me just reiterate. We're all in the same boat playing the same game. We're all happy with each other's company. We're not all out to get one another. This is the fact that it's just chilled, it's relaxed. We're all in the same boat, regardless of age. It doesn't really matter. But at the same time, it's kind of cool to know that everybody of different age group is playing the game. I'd love to consider myself an 80-year-old man at some point playing a game, not Marvel Contest of Champions, but maybe something that's maybe not too much skilled and like it's less stress. And maybe even play along with my grandkids. That would be a lovely, touching thing. Next up, and the bugs be out. This one here, it just makes me laugh when I see bugs like this. This is trippy as hell, and this, everybody's peed off with Blade, it seems. So they're like turning their backs on him and leaving him. Do you know what? You just take it from here, Blade. We don't need any of us, helping you out. You just go and do your thing and do all those bleed damages and all the power gain and regeneration. And we'll just sit back here and just go, yeah, we're not needed. On to our final story, and it's the meme thread. Yeah, we can have a Christmas Eve edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news without the meme thread. And this one here, I've been in the same boat where, you're waiting around for Domino, and then Domino eventually kind of comes into your roster, and you're like, unlimited power. There's so many great memes in here. So go to the link in the description, go over to the meme thread, have a laugh for your Christmas Eve. Thank you very much for watching this Christmas Eve edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news, and happy holidays from me, Em, and Frank, though Frank is actually sleeping in a box at the moment because it's hibernation cycle. We all look forward to March when he comes out and he can be in a lot more videos. But either way, thank you for an amazing 2018, and I wish you all a happy and prosperous 2019. Let's smash it next year. Thanks again, subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.